What if I told you that the key to your success isn't hidden in endless effort, but in the ability to do nothing? It sounds like a paradox, but that's what Zen teaches us. Imagine you're standing on the edge of a precipice and a wind of chaotic thoughts is trying to push you off. Instead of struggling, though, you take a step back, breathe deeply, and suddenly you have a strength you didn't know you had. Today, I'm going to reveal 10 ancient Zen secrets that will energize you, turn your mind upside down, and put you on a path where the impossible becomes real. The first one is so simple that you'll wonder why you haven't applied it before. Zen is not a religion, but a tool. It's a sharp sword that cuts through the illusions that keep us from seeing our potential. Think back. When was the last time you felt stuck? Maybe in a project, relationship, or due to a fear of making a choice. Zen's answer is that it's not you who is weak. It's your clouded mind. It's like water in a lake. When the waves calm down, you can see the bottom. Our task is to learn how to stop the storm within. As the Buddha said, the past is already dead. The future has not yet been born. There is only now. Modern science confirms this. 90% of our worries are about things that aren't there. Imagine an athlete at the starting line. If he thinks about past defeats or future failure, his body will tense up and his reactions will slow down. However, if he focuses only on breathing and movement, he is invincible. Close your eyes. Count from 10 to 1, breathing in and out slowly. If you notice that you are distracted, for example, if you remember work, start again. The goal is to reach one with no extraneous thoughts. Did you succeed the first time? Your mind is a rare diamond. Did it take 2 to 3 tries? You're on the right track. No luck? Don't worry. It's just the beginning of your training. Before an important task, take 3 deep breaths. As you exhale, visualize the fog of doubt dissipating. Then tell yourself, I'm dedicating the next 10 minutes to just this. This is how you reboot your brain, like closing unnecessary tabs on a computer. Zen masters teach that resisting pain only multiplies suffering. For instance, if you get caught in the rain, you can either get angry at the clouds or dance in puddles. Mike, a businessman who lost his startup, applied this principle. Instead of being depressed, he said, "This is a lesson." And a year later, he launched a new project that was twice as successful. Draw a circle and divide it into 8 sectors: work, health, relationships, etc. Rate each one from 1 to 10, based on how satisfied you are. The sectors where the score is below 5 are your resistance zones. Write down what can't be changed about them. For example, my colleague is rude. I have no control over his behavior, but I can choose how to react. When something doesn't go according to plan, repeat, it's just an event. It's neither good nor bad. This is how you turn off the emotional noise and see the possibilities. It's like how a master swordsman uses his opponent's strength against them. Zen compares life to rowing. You can steer the boat, but not the waves. Author J.K. Rowling was rejected by publishers 12 times, but she kept writing, not for fame, but because she believed in her story. Her secret? I did my own thing and trusted the rest to the universe. Pick a small task to complete, such as going for a run or calling a friend. Do it, focusing only on the process. Forbid yourself from thinking, why am I doing this? What will it accomplish? Afterward, ask yourself, how did it make me feel? If you experience joy in the small things, then you're on your way to action without clinging. Carry a small container of sand in your pocket every time you catch yourself thinking, "What if I fail?" Take a pinch of sand and say, "Fears are like sand. They exist, but I can let them go." Then drop the sand on the ground to symbolize letting go. Zen teaches that you and the universe are one. Fear, success, pain, and joy are not opposites, but rather they are waves of the same ocean. Imagine an artist who is afraid of criticism. If he realizes that criticism and praise are simply two voices of the same wind, however, the fear will lose its power. As Master Rinzai said, "Don't cling to the good, don't run from the evil. Look deeper, and you will see the emptiness of forms." Take a piece of paper. On one side, write what scares you, for example, failure. On the other, write what you aspire to, success. Now, tear the sheet in half and burn both parts. The result, if you felt relief, you have begun to erase boundaries. If you feel discomfort, it's a sign that you're still dividing the world into black and white. Take 5 minutes every day to observe the chaos around you, such as street noise or co-workers arguing. Instead of getting annoyed, repeat, "This is the music of life." Over time, you will learn to find harmony and disharmony like a jazz musician improvising. The Buddha said, "Meditation is training for the mind like a bow for a warrior." The Buddha said that meditation is like training a bow for a warrior. Modern Harvard research confirms this. 10 minutes of meditation a day increases concentration by 30%. Zentech CEO Michael starts each morning with 15 minutes of sitting in silence. "It's my secret to finding brilliant solutions," he says. "Sit up straight, close your eyes, count each breath from 1 to 10, then start again. If you lose count, start again." Your goal is to do this for 5 minutes without making any mistakes. Did you succeed? Your mind is like an obedient horse. No? You just picked up the bridle. Set your phone to beep 3 random times a day. When you hear the beeps, freeze for 10 seconds and ask yourself, "What am I thinking about now?" This is a camera for catching invisible thoughts. Lisa dreamed of opening a cafe, but for years she kept saying, "No money, no time, no energy." One day, after reading about Zen, she asked herself, "What if my fear is just a thought?" She started small by baking desserts at home and giving them away for free. Within a year, she had investors. "I stopped fighting the wind and raised the sails," she says. It is not a magical insight, but rather the ability to see things as they are. It's as if you've been looking for your glasses for years, only to find out they were on your nose the whole time. Inventor James Dyson made 5,127 mistakes while creating a vacuum cleaner. On the 5,128th attempt, he realized every mistake is a step, not a dead end. And so, a revolutionary design was born. Draw your life as a road. Mark 3 accidents, failures, and 3 green signals, successes. Now, rewrite the story. How did each accident lead to a green signal? For example, quit programming courses, new career. If you find a connection, then you have experienced Satori. Carry a smooth stone in your pocket. Every time you catch yourself thinking, "I can't," squeeze the stone and say, "A mountain is made up of stones. My path is too." It's a reminder that greatness is born from small beginnings. Zen monks train out of love for the path, not fear. Imagine that you are learning to play the guitar. If you scold yourself for playing falsely, your fingers will become stiff. However, if you play with gratitude for every sound, the melody will flow on its own. As Master Suzuki said, true strength lies in gentle persistence. Record yourself criticizing a mistake you made. Then listen to it and paraphrase each phrase as if you were supporting a friend. For example, you messed up again. You tried, and that's valuable. What can we fix? If your voice sounds warm, then you found the discipline of the heart. Place a flower on your desk. Every morning, tear off one petal and say, "Today, I'm letting go of anger, laziness, or doubt." By the end of the week, you will see that what you are letting go of is not necessary for growth. In Zen, the teacher doesn't provide answers. Rather, they ask questions that shatter illusions. Once, a young samurai approached a master and asked, "How can I become fearless?" The master silently poured tea until the cup overflowed. "To gain the new, empty the old," he said. Sometimes, silence is our greatest teacher. Close your eyes. Visualize a person, animal, or even an object, such as the ocean or a mountain, that inspires wisdom in you. Ask that person the question that torments you. Write down the first image or word that comes to mind. Often the answer is already inside you. The teacher is just helping you hear it. Every evening, draw a symbol, e.g., circle, spiral, zigzag, in your notebook that reflects your day. After a month, you'll see that emotions are patterns, not sentences. Zen is heaven in the here and now. You don't have to die to experience it. It's in your morning coffee, your breath after a run, and the laughter of a friend. When you stop chasing tomorrow, success will become the flavor of every step, not a goal. Like water, which doesn't aspire to become a river, it just flows. In that flow is born a force that can move mountains. Zen says, a cup is not valuable for its walls, but for the emptiness within. Similarly, your potential is unlocked when you free yourself from superfluous things, such as fears, expectations, and old resentments. Imagine that you are the sky. Clouds, problems come and go, but the sky remains clear. Musician John, who survived a failed album, said, "I stopped being a rock star and became just a person who plays." His next hit was born out of that void. Take a cup of water, drop a pinch of earth, symbolizing fears and doubts, into it. Stir with a spoon and say, "These are my thoughts." Then pour out the water and rinse the bowl. You will see that the dirt is gone, but the bowl remains. If you felt that the dirt was an illusion, then you have come closer to understanding emptiness. If not, repeat the ritual while imagining that the water takes away all the excess. Every hour, stop for 60 seconds. Close your eyes and repeat, "I am not my thoughts. I am the space where they arise." This practice resets the mind, allowing you to start fresh. Zen monks meditate in cemeteries not because they are gloomy, but to remember that time is limited. As Steve Jobs said, "Thinking about death is the best way to avoid the trap of thinking I'm owed something." After learning she had cancer, Anna quit her toxic job and wrote the book she had dreamed of writing for 20 years in 1 year. "Death taught me how to live," she said. On paper, write, "Here lies, trash, he." She dedicated her life to trash. Fill in the blanks. If the second blank is left empty or sounds fake, it's a sign that you're not living your story. Rewrite it until you feel like it's you. Every morning when you open your eyes, say, "Today is my last day. What will I choose?" This is not pessimism, but rather a way to identify your true desires. It's like a ray of light coming through the curtains. Yuji dreamed of becoming a great samurai but lost every fight. One day, a master told him, "You fight your opponent, but you should also fight your fear of defeat." After hearing this, Yuji went to the mountains and meditated for 3 years. When he returned, he won the tournament without throwing a single blow. His opponents fell, overwhelmed by his calmness. His secret? I stopped wanting to win, I just was. You won't find the secret code to success in books or memes. It's already inside you like a seed in the ground. Nurture it with attention and cut away the weeds of doubt. One day, it will break through the asphalt of everyday life. Remember, even Buddha was an ordinary man until he sat under a tree and didn't move until he found the answer. Your answer is close too. It's even closer than it seems. Once you reach the end, you won't be the same person you were at the beginning. A spark has been lit within you, and now is the crucial moment to decide whether to let it die out or fan the flames. I know you'll choose the latter, but do it now. Write, "I am going" in the comments. That's your first step. Let the world see your determination. Subscribe, because in the next videos, we'll overcome the fire of doubt and emerge stronger. Give it a like. It's more than just a button. It's your Zen clap that tells the universe, "I'm ready." Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey. Remember, the most powerful force isn't found in the mountains or oceans. It lives quietly within you. See you in the next episode, where we'll discuss how to transform fear into fuel for breakthroughs. Are you subscribed?